This weekend I've been filming but also speaking at the RHS Sandringham Flower Show, but whilst I've been away there have been some really strong winds and there have been some casualties on the balcony. Let's take a look. If you look here, there's a big gap and that's because the sunflowers didn't make it, both Tia and Tamara. I'm so gutted because I absolutely love these sunflowers, and actually, as I said in the balcony tour video, I started them so much later just to avoid these strong winds. But this is one of the challenges growing on a balcony. It doesn't really matter what you do. Sometimes the wind, you just can't control it. There are so many tower blocks, there are updrafts from the wind, and this disappointment is just, it is so gutting. I don't even know if I can rescue them. And as they've fallen, they've kind of knocked over everything else. So I'm going to see if I can lift the GMs back up. And even, oh no, look at this. The Verbena as well. I mean, it's not the end of the world with the Verbena because, look, I've got some side shoots here. And Verbena is actually really easy to propagate. So in this pot, you'll see I've actually been testing out the propagations. So that's another plant. I'll probably snap off that stem and then make a new cutting. And just sort of as a side note here, you may not know, but actually nasturtiums, I had the same thing happen with a nasturtium, but actually plop that in some water and it's got some new roots. Good to know. Oh, and just look at this, my Gladioli had begun to start flowering. Look how gorgeous this is. Absolutely stunning. But there you go. And because this part is so close to the railing, that wind must have just been barreling down. Now I've got another one in here. So as soon as the flower spike gets a bit taller, again, I'm going to have to stake this. Gosh, what a mess. Just looking at the tomatoes, you would think that the pots were bone dry, but they're not at all. Just look at how much they've wilted in this wind. They've not enjoyed that at all. And Lucy, now Lucy was actually even bigger than what you're seeing now. She is big. But if you notice, she's kept herself quite short. Normally she gets really tall, but this year she's not doing that. And I think one of the reasons why is I've got her here and it's slightly more prominent. So she's on top of my compost bin, but you can see how much she's been torn through in the wind. And I think she's worked out that actually if her leaves get any bigger, they're gonna rip. And rather than getting tall, I mean, look at how thick and girthy these stems are. It looks like she has decided to stay small, get chunkier here, and produce medium-sized leaves. So, if you were me, what would you do? Move her or leave her? I'm thinking probably move her somewhere else. Gosh, look at this, another casualty. Again, you would think this pot is bone dry, but it's not. Wow. I think it's snapped over there. What a shame. You can really tell how much the wind has barreled on through here, because remember in the last balcony tour video, the sunflower was out facing this way, but he's completely blown in and now it's facing this way. Jeez. There is hope though. This is probably the tallest of the sunflowers and it has not enjoyed being up here at all, and so it did not want to go on the stake, and in fact earlier this year it snapped, but it kept on going. It's really wonky, it won't stay straight at all, but yeah, it's still alive. Another one of the Gladioli has opened up, but if you see, I actually kind of attached it to the trellis using a passion fruit vine, and this one, as you can see, didn't snap in the wind, and that one's got the extra protection from the planting at the back there. The nasturtiums have ended up in the pond. Look at this. Right, let's get these up and out. There used to be a time where I would get really upset about this stuff. I would be crying, but I've had to learn that this is part and parcel of gardening this high. And for the most part, the planting is designed to work with the wind, but you know, I do have some specimens like this where the leaves are so big that they act as sails and they catch the wind. And so I try to opt for leaves that are either smaller, thinner, or that kind of fan out a little bit, much like a cosmos or a marigold leaf. And that helps for the wind, to let the wind just blow through the leaves. But sometimes I like to experiment and it doesn't always work. But I'm not going to let it knock me. We're going to try and restake what we can. We'll try and get things back onto the trellis, and yeah, it is what it is. Damn. Before I give you the update, I thought you might want to see your nieces and nephews. They are doing so good. Some of them are getting quite big, especially the little blue ones. I haven't been able to rescue Tia and Tamara. One of the twins is doing okay, but this one I don't think is going to survive. And if we look down here, you can see just how bad the split is. Oh crap. Oh. No way. No. Look. Oh. Look, guys. What a shame. I cannot believe I just caught that on camera. Okay, look, I know she's not going to grow roots anytime soon, but I've got her in a little pot of water and I'm going to put her right next to her sister. I'm just, Okay, she's down there, and then the twin is over there. She's now staked up. Well, what a chaotic channel this is, man. As you can see, the nasturtiums, the Malabar, everything is now fully staked up and it's looking a lot better. The Gladioli, they are now staked and looking good. And as for Lucy, I still have not found the right spot for her, but for the moment, I'm just going to allow her to bask in the sunshine. Now that the winds have calmed down, the tomatoes have come back and they are looking so much healthier. The red hot poker, not so much. Another big casualty actually happens to be the cucamelons. They did not like the wind at all. Let me show you. They never recovered. In fact, look, they dropped all of their leaves and all of the fruit. It does not like it at all. So my learning lesson with them is keep them as ground cover. Don't bother trying to grow them up. So if you're going to take a lesson from me, make sure that you stake your plants as and when you can. And also know that things will bounce back and sometimes you're going to lose things, but that's also okay. It's all part of the process. Anyway, the next video is at Sandringham and I've got some really fantastic gardens and design tips for you. Hopefully, I will see you in that video. Bye.